Today, we are going to focus on influencers and opinion leaders, which is one type of enablers. The term opinion leader is originated from communication research in 1940s. In 1930s, communication scholars proposed a hypodermic needle theory, which suggested that media had a direct and powerful influence on us, meaning that we will receive and believe what the media said. Lazarsfeld, another communication scholar, disagreed with the hypodermic needle theory. In 1940s, Lazarsfeld proposed a two-step flow theory in his book People's Choice, which studied the 1940 presidential election. In his book, he proposed that people are more likely to be influenced by other people than by the mass media, meaning that there are two steps of how media influence people. First, media will influence the opinion leaders, who then influence most people in the society. The two-step flow theory has been widely used in marketing, such as the word-of-mouth marketing. Word-of-mouth and recommendations have proven to be a powerful way to sell products. Brands like to use personal influence by targeting opinion leaders because they find that consumers are more likely to buy a product if it is recommended by a friend or someone they trust. Well, you may ask, who can be opinion leaders and influencers? Well, they can be people who have a particular influence over an organization's public. They can be media personalities such as celebrities, talk show hosts, journalists. They can be experts on certain fields or community leaders. They are the four types we just talked about are more traditional opinion leaders. Nowadays, we have more and more social media new influencers. They can provide the niche-based content in specialized areas such as food, fitness, fashion, technology, and even entertainment. There are several criteria that can help identify influencers or opinion leaders for your brand. The most important criterion is relevance. You need to make sure the influencer's specialty is consistent with your brand or your message, and his or her audience matches your target audience. For example, bloggers who post recipes does not necessarily mean they are a good match for an organic brand. And a tech-savvy sports influencer is not a guaranteed match for your gaming app either. So study their specialty and their content to determine the relevance. Second, engagement. Check whether the followers respond, comment, and share the influencer's social media content, and what percentage of readers are returning to this influencer. Third, reach, which means the number of followers on social media. Fourth, authenticity. If influencers have a smaller ratio of sponsored content, they tend to be more trusted and appear to be more authentic to their followers. Fifth, frequency. The traffic to their social media account and how many returning visitors they have. Several ways to find in opinion leaders or influencers. First, use hashtags. You can use hashtags to find influencers who are already interested in your product. Search hashtags relevant to your company, product, or market on Instagram or Twitter to find the top posts for that specific hashtag. Second, conduct research on social channels. Search through your brand's followers to see if any of them have a large following. Choosing an influencer who is already a fan of your product or service makes it easier to persuade them into promoting your brand. Look on Google. You can always resort to Google to search for influencers in your city. Be very specific in your search. For example, if you own a local juice bar, try searching health/fitness bloggers or YouTubers in Lubbock. Everlane is a brand which almost entirely depends on word-of-mouth marketing or social media influencers. Everlane rarely spends any money on commercials, but they send their products to bloggers or YouTubers for free. Then, social media influencers will review Everlane's products and post their reviews in exchange for a percentage of sales. In this way, Everlane reaches a very wide audience across different social media platforms. Please click the link on this slide to watch the Live Unlimited Sprint campaign, in which Sprint used social media influencers instead of celebrities. They cover content categories including lifestyle, music, entrepreneurship, fitness, and inspiration. Some key characteristics of the publics in the new media era we need to keep in mind when designing media campaigns. First, the publics do not just passively receive information from the media or from the brand. Instead, they're active content creators. They enjoy creating their own original content online. They also engage in two-way communication. They love to give feedback to the brand, and they love to interact with the brand. They are connected with each other on social media, which may facilitate the spreading of bad news. They are also huge fans of sharing content and information, their thoughts, and their lives. Last but not the least, they encounter diverse viewpoints online. That's it for this week. I will see you next week.